Welcome back to a episode in recovery of A Guide to Poor Parenting, a podcast from me, Jason.
And me, Jennifer.
Have a few drinks.
And talk shit about our kids.
Please follow us on Instagram and YouTube at Guide to Poor Parenting.
And Facebook, TikTok at Poor Parent Pod.
And if you have any funny stories about your kids,
or if you need some bad parenting advice or have any questions for us,
please call us at 256-274-1329. And we've got probably about 6 or 7 phone calls. So I think maybe at the end of the season we'll
do like the finale as our...
we'll just listen to them talk.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah. Miss Jennifer, I said we were in recovery.
Yeah, Jennifer's in recovery.
I had my own little recovery, but mine was a little bit earlier than yours. So
yeah.
What are you sick with, my dear?
Well, I woke up Thursday morning and my throat was on fire, and that usually happens like when I'm about to be have a sinus infection, because I get sinus infections 2 times a year usually, and I have a big tonsil. So the what's that thing? The
thyroid?
Is it the thyroid? Gets big?
It's a lymph node.
Lymph node, that's it. So my left lymph node was kind of swole. Went to work. I wasn't coughing or anything. Didn't have much drainage. Went home. My nose started to kind of run a little bit. And at night I started coughing. So I was like, you know what? It's Thursday night. So Friday I woke up, throat on fire again, and then this time, you could see that my lymph node was massive.
Oh no.
So I worked a little bit, and then I was just like, hey Michelle, do you mind if I call Dr. Sharp? Well, I don't know if I should say his name. My doctor. We'll cut that out. And see if they can see me. Because with my company, we have a special doctor that there's no copay, and there's not that many clients, so it's pretty easy to get in and out, and you don't have to wait so long, like at the urgent care walk-in, doc in the box, whatever you want to call them. And when I called, the lady was like, we have no doctors. I was like, well, I don't mind seeing a nurse practitioner. I just want to, make sure that I'm not contagious. And she's like, oh, we have nothing. And I was like, oh, well, you're going to have a fun day today, aren't you? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, well, hopefully you do have a good day. I was like, I'll see if I can get into a doc in the box. And I messaged you and asked you where you went, and you were like, this one place. And I found one real close on Bob Wallace.
Yep.
And I called, and because I was trying to do it online to set an appointment. I was like, I can't set an appointment online. She's like, yeah, we've been having some problems with our computer system. She's like, but right now there's not that many people, so if you can come now, it'll probably be your best bet. And I was like, okay. So then I called Michelle because I was outside, because, trying not to disturb the other agents that are working while I'm on the phone. And I called her and I was like, hey, Dr. Sharp ain't got no doctors, no nurse practitioners, nothing. I called a doc in the box. They said that right now would probably be a good time. Can I go? She said yes, so I went. And when I get there, there's probably 10 people in the lobby, and I'm like, fuck. Okay. And then the lady was like, I was like, hey, I just called to see, and she's like, I promise you there was not that many people here when you called. They just showed up, and so I did my there's a tablet, and then I had to do the stuff on the phone, and then it didn't really take too long. I think I was gone 2.5 hours. But that's me calling my doctor, then trying to get them go online and research it and try to get the website up, which, I just kept on trying different things, and then I finally just called them. But then I went to the pharmacy and got my moxicillin, because it turned out that I have strep.
Yep.
And I don't ever remember having strep.
She's been making out with strangers.
Well, it's sharing utensils, and it's people coughing, and then the bacteria is in the air. So, if they cough and they don't cover their mouth, that's how you get it.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that. And I Googled that shit, because I was like, how? Because I wanted to be able to come over, because I've been locked up in the house Friday from like 2 till today at 4. I just was home.
And we're recording this on Sunday.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. We're recording this on Sunday. But I got my mask in my pocket for baby boy, so anywhere he's near me. Because I was like, if it's a mouth issue, I don't cough into my hands. I don't sneeze in my hands. I do that into the crook of my elbow into my shirt.
Right.
So that it doesn't disperse or be on my, my hands. Yeah. But then I still wash my hands just in case, like if I wipe a snot or whatever, Yep. You never know what you do with your hands. So I always wash them anyways. But I Lysoled like my whole little cubicle, and then, and my doctor said if I wear my mask and I just don't share anything with anybody, then I'd be good. And I told my boss, and she's like, I just go home. And I was like,
okay.
I can work. She's like, it'd probably be best just to go home. And I was like, okay. So she just doesn't want me to pass it on to other people. And I didn't know if I had like a fever. You never know. I don't know when I have a fever. So I need to be better at taking my temperature, because I might have had one yesterday because I got hot as fuck and was about to pass out. So I had to take my hoodie off.
You're probably sweating it off.
Which, was not me. I'm usually the
cold one.
And I was on the porch. But I was also kind of cleaning up a little bit. It's because I wanted to spray and make sure, if anyone came in that, they're not touching anything. Or
I'm
whatever.
amazed you didn't have it, because that's usually my first symptoms. Like the last 3 times I've had strep, my throat doesn't hurt. It's a little tight maybe, but it doesn't hurt. I just get these like horrifically high fevers, because when I had COVID, I had COVID and strep throat at the same time, and that's what sent me to the hospital, because I was like,
didn't you have pneumonia too?
Yeah, I was starting to get pneumonia, but
you had like 3 things.
But it was I just had like 104 temperature for like 4 days, and
So we're just different. It's just weird, because I just thought it was another sinus infection, but I just didn't want to be sick over the weekend, which I was. And it does come with headaches, so that doesn't help me, because I already have the migraines. So I was in bed for pretty much all day yesterday, and then most of this morning. And I'm debating on if I'm going to tell work maybe I need to take one more day just to... Well, no, because she told me that if I didn't feel good, that, just take it off, let me know Sunday. So, because the worst symptoms are in the morning and at night.
Were you hurting this morning with
Yes.
this? Okay.
Like, I was thrown on. Like, I bought the Mucinex. It's like the pain relief and the soothing, and I've just been eating them like candy, the cough drop thingies. Right. But they had 3 different flavors. I didn't really care about the flavors. I was looking at the fast-acting pain relief, and that's what I wanted. And I got it icy, so that was nice, cooling. I had bought like little pints of Haagen-Dazs, so I had a couple of them in the freezer, so I ate those to kind of cool the throat, and I've just been drinking a lot of water and tea. And
is Haagen-Dazs your go-to at-home ice cream?
In the little itty-bitty cups, yeah. Because I won't eat a whole pint or a whole quart. I just eat little things. So, like, probably popsicles would probably be the best for me. But when I went to Publix one time, it was like buy one, get one free on the Haagen-Dazs. So I was like, yeah. And it comes with a little spoon, and it's cute, and it's little, and it's all I need. I don't like that much ice cream.
I got you.
I'd rather drink it, to be honest, than, like, I let my Blizzard kind of
get melty.
Yeah, just so I can kind of drink it, because well, I guess my teeth are sensitive, I guess, with all the cavities that, it just kind of hurts sometimes to eat the ice cream, because it's just in there.
I guess, well, it's just because I think it's because I grew up in Texas, but I'm a Bluebell kind of girl. I'm like, I love Bluebell kind of girl.
Oh, yeah.
My whole family is.
Yeah, the vanilla one is what you and your mama love the most, right? Yeah.
I mean, I'll eat anything, but yeah, I grew up on Bluebell, and that's what. I mean, like if I go get a scoop of ice cream from somewhere, I'd rather do Handles. But if I'm gonna go to the grocery store, that's what I'm gonna get me, some Bluebell.
I got you. Yeah, and then another symptom is like I feel like I can't hear out of this ear.
Huh.
It's weird.
Which is weird because it seems like the other side. You said you were pointing to the other side of your throat.
This is where my left lymph node is swollen, not as swollen now, but now I feel like my ear is plugged up. Because she had asked me about my ears, and I'm like, they're fine. But then this morning when I put my earbuds in, I was like, wow, I got to turn this one up really high. So I just put my left one in. But now though that I'm talking more, because this is about as much as I've talked so far over the weekend, I can tell that I can't really hear out of it.
Right.
It's weird. But I hope to be better.
I was going to say, you're
10 days of antibiotics. And
you're 2 days into the antibiotics. Like, every time I've gotten strep, like, by about, frankly, it's like the minute the antibiotics hit my system, I start feeling better. And by the second day, I'm like 99% better. So I'm amazed you're still feeling kind of run down.
Yeah, well, and it's also, with all the stuff going on in my life with stress and that overtime that I had, I think my body's just like also worn down a little bit too. And, I 2 days in a row, I was late to work because I went through 4 alarm clocks.
Wow.
Friday morning last week and Saturday and Monday.
And that's impressive because Jennifer is...
I'm never late.
Yeah, Jennifer is...
I'm always before time.
Oh, my
God.
And
my supervisor messaged me. Then she called me, and the call is what woke me up.
Wow. That's impressive for you because in the 10 years I've known you, I've never seen... you're always horrifically early, if not... Or not, I didn't say that right. You were always habitually early or on time.
Well, because my father was military, and if you're on time, you're late.
I want to talk about some homosexuals and their tendency to be late, because we had brunch this morning with your real estate agent, my friend Brian, who's been on the podcast. Why? Oh yeah. Our friend Brian, who is a real estate agent, and we invited him for brunch, him and his husband Michael, to brunch, and then he was like, oh, do you mind if we invite these other 2 people? I'm like, and this was yesterday. I was like, yeah, that's fine. And then this morning at 8:30, he's like, hey, I invited 2 more people, and I'm like, well, shit. I was like, this is a reservation, so we'll see. Luckily, it wasn't very busy, so I was able to get this in. But our reservation was 11:30 for brunch. Brian and Michael showed up 11:35. And the other 4 homosexuals, 15 minutes apart. So it was
11:45, 12, and 12:15.
No, 11:45, and then almost noon by the time the last pair showed up. And I was like, goddamn.
Wow.
Y'all are some tardy motherfuckers. And the last 2, really sweet guys, but both ex-military. So I'm kind of amazed they were like that late, but whatever.
Maybe they don't care no more.
Yeah, maybe. But surprisingly, they actually work in the, I won't give too much detail, but the company I work for that supports the government, they work for that branch of the government.
Oh, that's cool.
So, small world.
I was about to say small world. Well, that was, just working and
suffering.
Yeah. And then, you don't want to clean house when you don't feel good.
Yeah.
And I got some windows replaced, and I got a little message on my garbage can that said we can't throw your windows away because it has glass, so I have to take the glass out. And so that's why I had you bring the drill over. And today I was like, I'm not doing it. So if you don't mind, I'm probably by a couple more days.
I was like, why don't you just throw it in the back of your truck and then your car and go find an apartment complex, throw it in their dumpster?
I guess I could have done that, but I didn't think about it.
Okay.
So
I am so unethical. Like, for our listeners, I will happily go if I've got a big box I can't get rid of. I will just there's tons of apartment complexes near us. I'll just go drive by and chuck it in y'all's shit.
Yeah.
So, well,
I guess I was just trying to do right.
You crazy girl.
I know.
Crazy woman.
I am not ever been a Girl Scout. Well, let's say I'm a Boy Scout.
She's a goody two shoes. Let's say
Yeah,
that.
definitely. So, that was my week. How was your week?
My week has been eventful. So since the time we last recorded an episode, I actually had to go to the emergency room because I got sick.
Yeah.
Because I had a stomach bug, and I was just like, I was having to run to the bathroom like pretty regularly, and we'll just say I was watery for a while. Mm-hmm. And then I threw up. I had a puke session about 4 or 5 times Thursday night. And my fever would go up to about 104, but then I could get it back down. So I didn't think too much of it. And I didn't have the throat things. So I was like, well, this is most likely viral, and there's nothing they're going to be able to do about it. And Wednesday, Kalia had therapy. And as I take her to therapy, I probably shouldn't have, but I took her to therapy, and the therapist has a couple couches in their waiting room, and I just stretched out and passed out while she was in therapy.
Did they have to come out and wake you up?
No, I got woken up just before she got done.
Oh, that's good.
But as I stood up and we started walking out, my vision started getting really bright, and I was like, why is everything so bright? Even with my sunglasses on, it was like painfully bright, and it looked like there was like glowing moss in my vision.
So weird.
And I was like, I couldn't read anything clearly. And I was
that's
like,
not good.
I was like, I was scared I was going to be driving and faint. So I called Justin.
And we don't want baby girl in the car or you
No.
in a car.
No. So I called Justin because I was going to take her to school, and I called Justin. I was like, can you take her to school? Because I'm afraid I'm going to faint.
Right.
And so, but as soon as I got home, the vision went back to normal.
Right.
But I got in bed around 9:45, and I didn't get up until almost 3.
Yeah.
And
Feel you.
And then the next day, Zane was like, go to the urgent care. I was like, okay, I'll go to the urgent care. So I went, and I walk in, and they're like, and they do my vitals, and they're like, your resting heart rate is close to 150. There's not much we're going to be able to do for you, so just go to the ER. I was like, okay. So I went to the ER, and I was still...
So drive some more while you are not feeling well and your resting heart rate's 150. Yay.
Yeah. Well, I didn't realize the resting heart rate elevation was because I was so dehydrated.
Yeah.
It's because I hadn't replenished the fluids that I've been losing.
From throwing up and being butt sick, yeah.
Because I wasn't hungry. I just didn't feel good. I didn't feel like I didn't want to drink anything or eat anything.
You didn't want to have to go back to the bathroom.
Yeah. And so I didn't realize how badly dehydrated I've gotten.
Yeah.
And they took me. So that was the fastest to get a room I've ever had in the ER before, because I was literally 30 minutes from the time I walked in to...
Wow, that's quick.
Yeah. But fun fact, I got to see Irving. He was actually working at the hospital that day.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he works...
And that's Brian's...
Nope, that is Irving and Julio.
Julio, yeah.
The couple that came... Irving was on the podcast.
Yeah, and we were trying to get Julio to get on, but he was a little shy.
So...
Sorry, I get the K's confused.
So they rehydrated me, and they gave me some... Tylenol.
Phenedrin? Is that the stomach stuff?
Oh,
No.
no, I can't remember what it's called. It's a medication
For nausea and
for nausea.
butt sickness and throwing up and...
But yeah, what is it? Anyway, they gave me some of that, but they also gave me Tylenol, but it wasn't getting my fever down, so they gave me something else, and it finally broke my fever.
Oh, that's good.
And then they're like, you're not testing positive for anything we know, so we're going to give you an antibiotic. We don't think it's going to help, but we're just going to throw everything at you. It's like, okay, that's fine. I got it the next day, and I was like, well, it's a stomach, but I still didn't think it was going to help. So I was like, but I was like, I got the medication. Let's just go ahead and take it. It's not going to kill me. As soon as I took it the next day, I felt better. So I was like, it was probably some sort of bacterial gut infection that I had. So, but yeah, it was rough. I did not feel good. And then, not funnily, but Mom actually has had, she thought she was having a swollen lymph node too. Mm-hmm. Apparently it's a cyst.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she didn't have any other symptoms. She just had a swelling in her neck. Mm-hmm. And she went and had an ultrasound, and she was like, oh, it's probably just TMJ. And the ultrasound tech's like, nah, it's a cyst. So I don't know. They may have to do a biopsy, but I don't think it's anything bad. We don't have
hope not.
we don't have any. We don't have a lot of cancer in our family.
I
So,
gotcha.
but
It's
she is
still another
yeah thing.
thing on top of all the other things that she's got going on. Does not need to happen.
Yeah. So it's been rough.
Poor
but
mama.
then she finally, I was frustrated with her. I mean, it's her body, her choice. But when I talked her into getting an appointment with a neurosurgeon because she's been having shoulder pain, and
Right.
it's like it's radiating down her arm, making her hand go numb. So I was like, well, let's just go talk to a neurosurgeon because my
And
cousin
she
had.
already has one, right?
No, she doesn't have. She has no, she doesn't have a neurosurgeon.
No, she has a neuro nothing. Okay.
She has a heart doctor because of her blood pressure
And then the
medications.
pain medication doctor.
He's actually an anesthesiologist.
Oh,
So I was like, well, let's just try and get an appointment with a neurosurgeon. Neurosurgeon saw her probably back in May, maybe early June. And he's like, I'm looking at your MRIs. I don't see anything neurological. I don't see anything that I could probably do. And he's like, there's a tender spot on your back I can touch. It means that it's not, it means it's not neurological. I mean, it's not something that he could like operate on to fix.
gotcha.
If there was, he's like, and she was like, I'm not sure I believe that doctor. Jay, you can have the rest of that one. But I told her, I was like, she's had sciatica for a while. And I was like, well, Mom, like with your sciatica, like she's got back pain that radiates down her leg. The back of her leg is numb. Mm-hmm. And I was like, there's nothing on your back or your leg that you can touch that makes it worse. And the neurosurgeon said, he's like, if there's a spot on your back or there's a spot I can touch and make it worse, it's not neurological. So at the time I was like, well, why don't we go ahead and make an appointment with an orthopedist to see if they can.
It's like it's muscular or something.
Yeah. Or, it could be a bursitis or something like that. And she's like, oh, I'm sick of going to the doctor. And she didn't do it. Well, lo and behold, she's like, okay, I went ahead and talked to my primary care physician, and he's going to send me to the TOC, which is in Huntsville's the orthopedic center. So I'm like, okay, great, Mom.
Yeah, I know much about TOC.
Yeah, and that's where I got my hips replaced.
I
So.
have many doctors there, too many to count.
But I was just like, you have all. The thing that frustrates me is like, you got you got nothing but time. Time is the thing you were the wealthiest in at the moment. Why not?
Right, and you have a son that works from home that can drive you,
and you have
another
a
son that can pick you up if you have a meeting or whatever.
Yeah.
So you have people to take you, get this shit fixed, so that way we can keep you longer
and not hurting.
Right.
So. I don't know. I was, and she's like, oh, I know you're going to tell me I told you so. I was like, I'm not going to say that, but I
told you so.
No, I was just like,
that would have been hilarious.
I was just like, what made you change your mind? Because I'm like, I don't.
Probably the pain just being so rough.
As I will say, that is the plight of me and my whole family, because we are kind of like, it sounds kind of braggadocious, but it's like, me, my mom, and my dad are all kind of, I would say, on the higher side of the intelligence spectrum.
Yeah.
But it also means we think we know best. So it's like we're like, oh, we know best. So we don't have to worry about what other people think.
Yeah.
And it kind of bites us all in the ass sometimes. So
I got to put you in your place with my small IQ.
Yeah. So
my street knowledge tells you to do what you need to do.
The only other thing going on, yesterday, Alea and Justin and the baby and Kalia all went to the Nashville Zoo.
Really?
Yeah, Alea was like, I want to go. So Justin was like, he's like, do you mind paying for Kalia's ticket if we take her? I was like, yeah, that's fine. So I sent him some money, and I thought they were going to the Birmingham Zoo, but they got back, and it was the picture of the Nashville Zoo. I was like, oh,
aww.
I know.
That sounds so cute. I know. If I wasn't sick, I would have wanted to go on there with them.
Yeah,
maybe
if Zane
when he gets a little older.
If Zane wasn't working or wasn't on call this weekend, I'd be like, let's go.
Yeah.
But we are, and I told Jennifer this, we're planning, there's a couple of local farms in our area that do a pumpkin patch and like a hayride and super
Zip lines, and they shoot pumpkins
apples. It's an apple shooter.
Yeah,
something like that.
And then they have a big old like bouncy thing that's in the ground, and then you can go play in corn, and it's a petting zoo, and it is a lot. So the kids just run amok.
Yeah. And I was like, the baby girl, my younger two granddaughters are 4 and 3 now. And I was like, this is the perfect time because they'll be cute. It's like age appropriate. Because when they hit like 12, 13, they're not going to want to do it anymore.
Well, she's 11, so she'll still want to feed the animals, and she'll probably want to do her sisters in the little rolly thingies.
Yeah.
There's these big, I guess, silos that they cut, and then you roll it with your hands and your feet towards one end, and then you roll it back to the other, so kids are like flipping around inside of them, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's really cute.
Yeah. We've always had a good time.
Yeah, I've been taking. I took my little brothers when they were 8 up until about 12 when they stopped caring about it.
Then we've been taking.
We've taken Kalia several times,
and Leslie and AJ went a couple times with us, and now with the babies, and then maybe, like I said, we can add Chris and Troy to the mix now that they got little man. Well, we went with them. They met us last time, right?
Did they go?
Yeah. Because Axton didn't want to.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Like be away from Troy too long.
Yeah.
Because Troy is definitely mama.
Oh yeah. He's definitely mama bear.
Definitely the mama bear. Yes, and he will fight you like a mama bear.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it should be fun. So hopefully by the time this, let's see, it's right. We're recording this on September 7th. So I bet by the time we record the next solo episode, which is you and me, will have gone already.
That'd be fun.
So we'll have something to report back.
Yay. And I'm going on a vacation next weekend, so that'll also be nice. I'll talk about that too. All
right. It says let's do the break, but I've got them backwards on some of them. So why don't we do our cocktail and then we'll do the break.
Okay.
How's that?
All right. So I'm introducing the cocktail today. We are drinking a very cool bottle. It reminds me of Dia de los Muertos. It's called Dearly Beloved Ivy Red instead of Wed. And I would love to have been able to read the back, but because it's red font on a dark bottle, I cannot see. But it is growing on me.
Yep.
With our snack, I think that is a good combination. And we have finished, well, we've not finished the bottle, but the bottle is empty, and we have our glasses full. So by the time the podcast is over, we'll have done finished it. But
yeah, it's the more we drink it, I think it's just opening up too, because it's aerated.
Because we just pour it and then do our video, and then it's like, I smell glass.
Yeah. But it's definitely growing on me, and it's like it's from Trader Joe's. It's not very expensive. I think it was like $7. I was just a cool bottle. That's why I bought it. But I'm liking it.
It is. At first, it wasn't very complex.
Yeah.
At first, it was just like dry.
Yeah.
And then now it's getting more and more complex the more you drink it. So I enjoy it.
Yeah, agreed. Highly recommend.
Yes, definitely. If you go to Trader Joe's, try it out. It's not that expensive, so you're not like wasting too much money.
This is true.
And if you're like us, we'll just drink it until it's done. So
this is very true. All right, so we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back. And we're back. All right, Miss Jennifer, we're doing Reddit posts again.
Yay.
You're up first, my love.
I am up first, and I am pulling it up. All right. So it is the subreddit Ask Parents, but then it says the name is deleted.
No. Username is dislike homonyms.
I have right underneath Ask Parents deleted.
Are you...
To all the parents who give the reason?
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Mine says deleted.
Okay. Well, mine says dislike homonyms.
Okay.
Well, but it says the person is not a parent. So,
to all parents who give the reason of, quote, because I / we said so, unquote. When your kid or kids ask why does this or that need to happen, why don't you give them the real answer? Reason. Not a parent. I heard an authority figure say, quote, because I said so, unquote, when some 5th graders at an after-school tutoring center that I volunteered at for a week asked why they can't make paintings with some painting supplies. Not one to like those superficial, because I said so, reasons. Myself, I interjected, quote, probably because it'll be too messy, unquote. Because I knew that was the real reason. Then that room attendant agreed with me by saying, quote, yeah, what he said, it'll be too messy, unquote. That was a more helpful sounding reason than being told, because I said so. So to those of you who give the reason, because I/we said so, why don't you give them reasons that are actually helpful and sound and more real and make better sense? Because we came from a generation where we were seen and not heard, and when we were told, because I said so, we shut the fuck up and we didn't ask any more fucking questions. That is the reason why we say because I said so.
That may be that may be true for you, but I will say.
I mean, our parents didn't. Well, my parents did not give if we were told no and we asked why. It's none of your fucking business. I said no. I don't have to give you a reason. I'm a parent.
I will say, I have done that myself a few times. I as a parent myself, I do typically give a reason. However, I will say when you have, especially 5th grade, when you have younger kids,
yeah, they
will ask why about a billion times.
Mm-hmm.
And after a while, you're just like, because I fucking said so.
Yeah.
And I will say that happens a lot. It's like, I think that's probably the biggest reason parent will be like, because I said so, is because the kids.
Just for the kid to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, because they keep asking,
Mm-hmm.
and they know, and parents know that if you entertain the okay, I'm gonna give you a reason, they're just gonna argue with you.
Right.
Then it just gets annoying, and you start getting irritated.
Yeah.
But if you just say, because I said so, it a lot of times just shuts down the argument because there's nothing else that they can say.
Right.
And so,
you can't explain any more than you've already explained, and then it's just more and more questions, and you're just like, oh my God, because I said so, just leave it alone. Because you just get frustrated because they're not comprehending the reasoning.
Yeah.
And they're just questioning the reasoning. And it's because I don't want you to. I don't need you to. And you're not listening. So, because I said so.
Yeah. I mean, hey, you know what? We tell adult women all the time that no is a complete sentence.
Yep.
So, I agree it's best if you can. But at the same time, kids don't respect that a lot of times. Yeah. And just because, if I say no and here's why, the next question they ask 10 minutes later about something else, they're going to start arguing with you about it. So a lot of times it's just a whole lot easier to be like, okay, no. Yep. And this is just my final answer. If you keep asking, and I've told Kalia that, it's like, if you keep asking, you're going to get in trouble. Yeah. Because I'm tired. I was like, I've told you my reason. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. But keep asking, you're going to get in trouble. Because this is getting fucking annoying.
Yeah. That was me and Wesley and Nerf guns. Why can't I have a Nerf gun? I've already explained it to you. Why can't I have a Nerf gun? Why can't I have a gel blaster? Why can't I have any sort of and I know they're fun, but I also know there was a kid who got shot by a cop because he had a bright ass green water gun, Nerf gun, something, and he died. So I don't want you to die. And I've explained this to him, but it's constantly, why? So you get to the point where you're just like, no, because I said so, and because I've explained it 15 million ways, and you're just not listening to me because that's what you want.
Especially with the ADD kids. Like my brother was the king of arguing with
hyper focusing, and it's bad.
Yeah. It's, if children were rational adults and you gave them a valid reason,
Yeah.
hell, even adults with given a valid reason will argue.
Sometimes, yeah.
So it was just like, so it's a whole lot fucking easier to just shut the argument down. Like, no, there's nothing else to say. No,
I'm done.
yeah. So it, yes, that would probably be best, but we're busy fucking parents and we got kids that will annoy the shit out of you. So yeah, to the person who's not a parent, that's why. Like, have a kid and have them ask you 4 billion times for the same goddamn thing.
Right.
You'll understand why you say no.
Or why.
Yeah.
We say because I said so.
Yep.
Because there's a point blank period after that.
Yep.
No more conversation. We're done. Next subject, please.
Yes. And if you ask again,
I will take, R&B music for 100, Alex. And just change subject.
all right. So mine's pretty short. The next one, it's from the Ask Parents subreddit.
It was explicit. I had to say
know.
I was 18 and push another little button.
It says it's not safe for work.
But see, mine also says deleted as the person.
I think it's because this is my Reddit account, so it must be because you're just viewed as a user or a viewer or something like that. Okay. I think if you were signed in, it would probably show you.
Gotcha.
Anyway, so this is from the Ask Parents subreddit. Username is OKExplorer7849. And the question is, at what age did you talk to your kids about sex stuff and how was it? So the post says, it's a parent-to-parent post, and it says, I'm an older dad, but I was curious about how your talk with your kids about sex stuff. It's a super short post, but I thought it would generate a good conversation.
Yeah.
So that's why I brought it up. I will say with Kalia, it's not a one-time sex talk.
It's consistently...
It's an ongoing conversation.
Growing and growing.
Yeah.
So you start with birds and bees, and then you slowly go as she gets older, gets her period, does this, does that. It's a continuous conversation.
Yeah. It's something you do for if you, I would say you have to make sure you're not weird about it.
Right.
Because I am probably on the far spectrum of too comfortable with talking about sex.
Around her, yeah.
And I've always been that way. But
yeah,
I would rather her have too much information
than not enough.
Yeah, because especially because she comes from a single mom who had her at 16, and I was like, I want her to have all the knowledge that her mom didn't have. But I also sex is like any other biological function. She will do it.
Yep.
Feeling shame about it to me is ridiculous.
Yes.
Especially in American society where there's so much virtue signaling and taboo is about, especially female sexuality.
Yeah. Because you're a slut if you slept with, 2 guys, but you're a player if the dude sleeps with 12 girls. It's it sucks to be a woman. And then now with internet and social media and being able to take a picture on your phone and send it instead of having to go to the damn Walgreens to print your shit out or whatever. Yeah. It's way different than it was back for us. So, we have to talk about don't take pictures of your body and send it to somebody.
Yeah. And we have to talk about consent.
No matter how many times they ask.
Yeah, and especially for boys, it's important to talk about consent.
Yes.
And for girls, you have the right to say no.
And if you say no, they better fucking stop.
Yeah.
And then you tell the boys, if you hear no, you better fucking stop.
Yeah.
No matter how happy you feel, stop.
Yeah.
Because that is her way. That's her saying no more.
I will say when Kalia, I don't remember what happened with Wesley, but for Kalia, it was mostly questions about anatomy.
Yeah.
What is this? How does this work?
And then she'd be like, la, 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 I don't want to hear no more.
Well, lately she's been a bit more like that around her period, weirdly. And something I don't understand the weirdness around her period. I guess maybe it's because I'm a man, but it's like, to me, it's like if my mom was like, "Hey, I want to talk to you about what happens when you eat and you poop something out."
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. I'm like, I mean, I feel like it should be that level.
Yes, but it's not.
It won't be
at all, because period is something everybody eats.
But every woman gets it. Almost every woman gets their
Yes, but
period.
you're not a woman,
Agreed.
so you don't understand.
I
In a
agree.
way, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to like argue or anything like that, but
Yeah.
it is different when it's woman to woman instead of male to woman, I think.
I think it's also with that age too. She's learning shame
Yeah.
outside of this
that.
household, because like in this household,
There's no shame
there
in here.
ain't no shame in this household.
No, because you won't let it.
No.
You know.
Fuck that.
Wesley has been fixated on girls since I've had him. So, like, I got him at 8, and we went to... I got him in July, right before school started. So, luckily, you had already
Clea?
had Clea put into that Oakwood at a university thing. And luckily they had a spot for Wesley for me. So he got to go for a couple weeks. But, you know, he gets in the car one day, and this is just like 2 weeks of me having him. And he's like, "Hey, Mom." And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, he called me Mom." And then he's like, "I got a girlfriend." I'm like, fuck. The fuck you talking about? And so, you know, anytime, like, he's had so many, and I'm doing the quote-unquote girlfriend, because I told him, you don't have a fucking girlfriend until you have the money and a car to drive them somewhere and take them out on a date. Because if mama's driving you and the other mama's driving the girl, that's not a fucking date. That's a play date. That is not a girlfriend-boyfriend. You know? You don't... You can't call it that. Yeah, you can call her a girlfriend, whatever. Hold hands, fine, whatever. But that's not a girlfriend because you can't take care of her.
That is a Jennifer feeling on that one.
Is it not a Jason feeling on that one?
No, if they can knock them up in middle school.
Well, I mean, they can, but I was trying to...
I know what you're trying to do. I know what you're trying to do.
That, you know, he has to be able to afford shit. Because Mama would have to pay for if they went to the movies, Mama would have to pay for the damn movie ticket. Or Mama would have to pay for the food. But Mama would fucking stay there and watch. Like, I am not, like, leaving you alone.
Well, especially
if I can help it.
Yeah, and especially not Wesley.
Like, if you do it, like, when I'm not around, well, then I can't help that. Because he did some stuff in middle school, which the principal, vice principal, teachers should have caught that shit and nipped that in the bud. But I can't be there 24/7.
Yeah.
So I had to tell him a little younger, condoms are your friend. Like, we talked about, like, you know, like, and I know you were around, we talked about, like, your dick falling off. Like, because we wanted to scare them. Like, you know, you can get all these diseases where you can't use your dick no more. Or, well, I don't know if we said dick. We might have said penis, but I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
It don't matter. But, I mean, it's like, you know, you can get all these diseases and not know, and then you can get a girl pregnant, and then what the fuck are you going to do? You're 13 years old. I am not going to be a grandmama and raise your baby because your dumb ass didn't listen to mama when I said don't do it. Wait. Sex does not define a relationship. When you are in a serious relationship, that means you can take care of your partner and your partner can take care of you. It should be 50-50. And I've always told him that. No woman should clean up after your ass. You need to be able to help her keep the house 50-50. Y'all are both probably going to be working full-time jobs. You're both, and this is when you're an adult, not now, but, you know, it is not a woman's job to be your mama.
Yeah.
That's my job. Don't think she's going to clean up after your ass like I do. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So,
I know.
like, I mean, and then I was like, and then we had an incident where he ran away for a few days, and he said a girl said that she wanted to be pregnant, and I think she was 12 and he was 13. And I'm like, who's taking care of the baby? We are. Who's we? You staying with her and her mama? Because I'm not taking care of no baby. I'm like, dude, don't fall for that shit. And then so, of course, he just says, oh, well, she sat on my lap with her clothes on. And I'm like, but you've been telling everybody that you had sex. But you tell me she just sat on your lap. So I took him to the pediatrician because he's still a fucking kid and was like, I want to run a panel and make sure he doesn't have any STDs. And so he had to give blood, and he was like, why am I doing this? I'm like, because there are so many serious things that can pop up that could hurt you and stay with you forever, where you have to tell every partner that you have in the future, I got AIDS, I got chlamydia,
Yeah.
I got gonorrhea. I don't know which ones go away, which ones don't. I don't.
The last two go away.
I never had anything, but or I have herpes. Because that doesn't go away.
Yep.
So like that is serious.
Yeah.
So I had to explain to him how serious sex is. It's not. I mean, yeah, it's fun, but you are not mature enough to be able to do this.
I will say with my little brothers, because they're probably a bit more prescient in this conversation.
Yeah.
I was always super honest about sex questions and would answer anything they had. And I made sure they knew how to get condoms easily. And as far as I know, they actually use condoms quite a bit. So I was proud of them. But I was amazed how...
Or just went and got head.
Yeah. But I was amazed how early, even in junior high, they were like engaging in sexual stuff with girls. And I was like, wow, I can't imagine getting a blowjob at 14 in middle school, or 13.
Yeah.
So, all right.
13, 14, I thought I was like the coolest person in the world for like holding hands at the damn
Winter formal.
skating ring and slow, and doing couples dancing
You slut.
and making out in corners, but it was just kissing.
Yeah.
Like
Kids
that
be-
was it, but still,
Yeah, kids be
you
fucking
can still
now.
get herpes, but
Yeah. Oh yeah, kids be doing some
but I
wild
mean,
shit.
that was like holding hands and stuff at 13, 14 was like, ooh,
All right, let's go to the next one, Miss Jennifer.
Okay, next one.
This one was especially for you.
If it will open up, come on. All right. We have, it actually has the name this time. Subreddit and parenting. Name is awkward-nectarine. Okay. Having teenagers is the most emotionally draining experience of my life. Oh my God, tell me about it. It is, I guess a teenager wrote it, 15 and 13.
No, it's about her 15 or
Oh, okay.
15, 17.
So it's about a teenager that's 13 and 19 years old. So here it goes. I have two teens, 15 and 17-year-old girls, and it's so emotionally debilitating. I just can't take it anymore. I'm not looking for advice because I've spoken to my therapist. There you go. I've spoken to a therapist, family, and friends, and everybody seems to have an easy solution to my problems. But in practice, nothing worked. I just want to vent, which this is what I do to Jason all the time.
That's why I picked this for you.
Huh?
That's why I picked this one for you.
Yeah. It has never been easy to care for and raise my daughters. The first one was born with several conditions, and she never slept a whole night until she was 6 years old. Oh my fucking God. You were probably like a zombie. I spent the first 10 years of her life in and out of clinics and hospitals. The second one was clingy, and I would have to carry her everywhere 24/7. Oh my God, this poor lady. But they are my whole life, and I love them with my whole heart. At the same time, they make my life so difficult as teenagers. I cook for them every day, but for one day they decided that they hated my food and only feel like eating fast food or snacks and something like oatmeal and chia seeds because, of course, TikTok. Okay. I'm too old for that reference. We used to be super close. We cooked together, did crafts together, watched movies, and went shopping together. I was tired every day, but so happy to be their mom. They make me wonder now every day if I'm even a good mom, because they make me feel like I have nothing of importance that I add to their lives. I can't suggest anything at all because I'm always in the wrong. They don't want to hang out anymore, and they can't even take advice from me. It's like they hate me or everything I am because they are very, very vocal about everything that they don't like about me or the way I do things or the house or their lives. I do feel like they feel like life is super easy because social media makes you believe that, and I'm just the one complicating everything. Like, why am I not spending all our savings on trips to Europe or buying those brand name purses? I try to be patient with them, but sometimes I just hide in my bathroom to cry. Oh. After an interaction with them. And it is not even that they won't listen to any adult. They like their friends' moms and some teachers, and they hang out with them when they visit and follow their advice. It's just anything that comes from me that they detest. That's a lot.
Yeah.
From what I hear, because I have a 14-year-old boy, not girls, it gets better when they're in... Oh, wait, there's more. Anyways, vent over. Well, it says vent over. But vent over, today was a hard day. And every day is going to be a hard day. They're testing the waters. From like I said, from what I've heard, teenage girls, they are the hardest between those ages, and it's them trying to figure out life.
I will say, so watching Matt and John and watching Kalia, I think the big difference is there's going to be violence.
With the boys.
With the boys, it's physical.
And with the girls,
it's emotional and psychological violence.
Yes.
Because, the boys were just like this with her mom. Like, everything was stupid. Everything was wrong that she did. She could do nothing right.
Right.
And with Kalia, we're getting into that phase now where it's like, oh my God, I'm going to literally backhand you if you do not stop talking down to me and being rude. Because the attitude is God bless. But yeah, it's rough. Teenage years are I will say the thing that has been the saving grace for me is I just have a life outside my granddaughter. Like, if she was my main focus, like I fear this for a little bit for Troy when accident hits teenage years.
Yeah.
And Troy, gets pushed aside and is like, I hate you, Dad.
But give me money so I can go play with my friend.
Yeah. I have my own interests. I have my own friends. I go do stuff on my own. If she wants to push me away, I'm like, okay, enjoy doing whatever you're doing.
Right.
I'll be here.
Yeah.
And I also will call her out on her shit when she's getting rude.
And I will as well.
Yeah. But
and I do.
Yeah. But teenage years are just hard.
I mean, for everybody. I mean,
yeah.
And I think it's even harder now with social media. So that's why when Kalia gets a phone, it'll be a dumb phone.
Yeah.
It won't be where she can look at TikTok, Facebook.
Yeah, social. Well, I mean, she
all
gets too
those
much.
things.
She gets too much YouTube Shorts on
Enough,
the TV.
Yeah.
So it's.
But we don't need friends from school because she already gets that in Roblox.
Yeah.
And that's a lot.
Yeah.
Where I hear, because she likes to vent to me. And tell me. So, I think I've said this, but work gave free tickets and I've been taking Kalia to soccer games. And I took my brother last time, but the whole entire ride is Kalia venting.
Yeah.
About drama on Roblox.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just like, well, then just get off.
No. Why would I do that, Auntie Jay?
Because Auntie Jay said so. And she's scared of me. And then my brother's just like, just play with your friends. Because she was complaining about a girl following them everywhere. And then it was like, well, if they're following you, then just get off. And then wait a little bit and then get on and see where your friends are and see if that person is still there. Because they might not follow you then. I don't know how Roblox works, so I don't know who can see who. I was like, well, hell, make another damn avatar, call it something else, and then she won't even know who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
I mean, it is so different now than it was when we were kids.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't even know how to... Like, I try my best with Kalia, but it is a lot harder now.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I think there would have been... I mean, you know, there's kids killing themselves because of what just random people... Because they think they're behind a computer and they can just do whatever the fuck they want and they won't say it to your fucking face.
Yep.
That it gets to the point where they're just like, I'm done.
Yeah.
But my thing is like, if you know this fucking person, go up to them. Say this shit to my face. Then see what happens. Don't hide behind a fucking computer. Because that's how it was back in the day. If you're going to say some shit, you say it to my fucking face.
They don't do that, Auntie Jay.
Because if you say it behind my back, my friends got me. And they'll tell me, and then I'm going to confront you. But the computer aspect of it is so... Because they think that they're not going to be in trouble. They think that saying it is cool or whatever. And it is so hard for them. Like, they have it so hard.
Yeah.
I would rather go back to before all this shit.
Yeah.
For our kids.
Because, like, for us, if you were getting bullied at school, as soon as you left school, it was over.
Right.
Or, like, you left the class you had with a bully. It was over.
Right.
It was not like, oh, let me get online and
all night long.
Yeah. Or my bully has convinced some friends of mine to join in.
Right.
And so everybody's going to gang up on me.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And I think that is the lowest of the low. Because bullies suck no matter what. I've had so many bullies in my life. And bullies are usually insecure about themselves, and that's why they bully. But now you have a platform that you can put, hey, come on, people. Let's go after this one girl. And then that girl dies. What are you going to do? You don't get in trouble.
True.
You just go on to the next one. And there needs to be repercussions, I believe. It just pisses me off because you're hiding.
Tell me more, old lady.
Huh?
I said, tell me more, old lady.
Well, but my thing is, like, hell, I don't care. I am 44 years old. You say some shit, you better say it to my fucking face.
No, ma'am. That's not how they do it.
Don't put it on no damn computer. Because you know what? I'll find your ass.
All right.
Or someone else that I know that's better at investigating will find your ass. And I will confront your ass. Because it's some bullshit. For real. Like, it really bothers me.
I would not.
You know me and my documentaries and my true crime that I'd be listening to, I hear so much about this shit that it just is like, no, you're not ever going to be on social media.
Yeah, it's rough.
You're going to be 40 years old, then you get on fucking social media.
I'm glad we didn't have to grow up with that shit.
No, Well, and then also phones with cameras on it. Fuck. And video? Fuck. I'd be in so much fucking trouble.
Me too. All right. Let's do our last one because we're already at an hour.
I'm sorry, baby.
No, you don't have to apologize.
I apologize.
All right. So this is from the Ask the Ask Parents subreddit. Username is Specialist Arm 1381. And the title is Adopted Parents or Foster Parents. What made you guys want to adopt or foster kids? And why did you choose not to adopt or foster kids? And it's from Not a Parent. So the post says, So I am pretty young, am a teen, I'm an adoptee myself, and I've always had these thoughts and feelings, but kept them to myself because I don't know who to talk to about this, or if people would really understand where I come from, and want your guys' thoughts and opinions and experiences, or your stories, if you'd like to share them. I'm open to hearing different perspectives, and this is also because I want to be heard too. So I guess I'd get a little mad or disappointed when people want to have their own kids. Most of the people that want their own kids, these are the only reasons I've heard from them. I want to pass down my legacy. I want a kid that's actually mine. I want a biological child, etc. Those are the things I'd hear from people most who rather have their own kids and get pregnant. I guess being an adoptee makes me have these views because I think about these kids in orphanages or foster care system children that actually need a home, children that age out of the foster care system and have no one. And I can't imagine that at all. If it weren't for my parents, I'd be in the foster care system. And my thoughts are like, this is why. Just why do you want to have a child that's your own when there are millions of children out there who need homes and loving parents? The foster care system is messed up, and orphanages, I don't think there are any better at all. And the abuse and the neglect, etc. Oh God, this is some bad writing. Yeah. That's all I think about, and I sympathize with those children. They matter a lot, as they should. I guess me being adopted myself made me have these views because I could have very well been one of those children in the foster care system. And I'm grateful for the adopted parents that I have because they are my real parents. This is just my view, and yes, I want to point out that adoption itself is extremely difficult and expensive in itself too. So the question is parents that did adopt or foster children, why? What is your reason? And the parents that didn't adopt or foster and biological children, what was your reason? So this is a lot. You want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
No, I was just reading the edits.
Yeah, there's 4 edits, but they're so long. I'm not gonna read them.
So you go first.
Okay. I have known many a person who said they could not foster adopt because they was like, I don't think I could love a kid that's not my own.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, I do kind of look down on those people that say, oh, I couldn't love another kid that wasn't biologically related to me. I do tend to see it more with men than I do with women.
Well, my thing is that your wife or your husband is not biologically yours, but you love them. So how can you not love a kid that's not yours because you love your spouse?
Yeah. Besides that.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to have a biological child to love somebody. Like, I love you so much. Like, you're my best friend ever. But we're not related in any fucking way.
I agree. I will say though, I on the flip side of that coin though, I would say and like I said, this is a generalization. I've heard this, but it's usually from men.
They want to pass off their offspring because they're men.
Yeah.
And
well, no, but like, there's no changing that viewpoint. So it's like, it sucks. And I do kind of look down on men that feel that way. But I do think it's pretty common, especially in the United States. Now, as for, why we adopted, because we're gay men. And Zane actually did want a biological child.
I'm a gay man.
Yes, you are a gay man in a white
My
woman's body.
My eggs were done, so that's why you couldn't get a biological child from me.
Zane wanted biological children of his own, and he actually told me I wanted to pass on my legacy. And that's fine. Like, we didn't do it because we couldn't afford it, because it was like when at the time
Super expensive, and my eggs are dusty.
when we were looking at it, it was $125,000 average to do surrogacy, and I was like, that was more than my mortgage at the time. So I was like, I was like, we probably could have made it work, but
and then Trip is passing on your legacy, so you're good.
Yeah, to me, like, I wasn't worried about passing on my genetic legacy. Like, I don't know. I love my father. I'm not worried about, like, legacy. My legacy is the people whose lives I've touched, and I feel like I've left a very positive impact on the people in my life.
Yeah,
So
a little bit.
I'm not too worried about, like, passing on a genetic legacy.
Right.
So,
and I mean, Justin doesn't even have your last name.
Yeah.
So it's not even like you're passing on the mentor name.
Yeah.
Because he's still a Harris.
Yeah.
So.
But the things I've done with, like, I know I've benefited his life. I know I've touched him in a positive manner.
Yes.
That I've made his life better.
Yes.
That I've provided stability and love, and I know he appreciates it.
Yep. And he's passing on the Harris name.
Yeah. So I don't know. It sucks. I don't think it'll ever change, though. I don't know if it's an American thing, but it's definitely a thing. And I think for men especially, it's a thing, because we're not socialized to be nurturers, straight men are.
Well, straight men, yeah.
Gay men
and they just want a baby that's
copies
their
of themselves.
Blood.
Yeah.
And that they can say, this is my blood, they have my last name.
I mean, if you look at all, like, the statistics of kids who get abused, it's like step kids. And it's like, because they're not biologically related to the dad, they're more likely to get abused by the stepdad. So it's awful, but, you know, I don't know if it's determined by our biology, but it's super common, and I think it's unavoidable, unfortunately. It's an ugly human fact.
It is very. And my decision to adopt. Now, I knew I couldn't foster, because I know I couldn't foster a damn dog and not want to keep it. And then if someone were to be like, oh, well, we passed our drug tests and we passed our blah, blah, blahs, and you got to send this kid back to the parent, I'd be like, fuck you. Because I couldn't give the dog to somebody to adopt, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's two different things, but the kid is a lot more important. But if I can't give a dog away, I'm definitely not going to be able to give a kid away. So that's why when you brought up APAC, and APAC was the TPR situation, which is the termination of parental rights, means that parent can't come get my kid.
Yeah.
Because when I say you're my kid, then you're my fucking kid. Blood ain't got nothing to do with it. I don't care that you have my last name. I don't care about that you don't look like me, because I have an African American son. It's about, I had room in my heart and in my house to have a kid and to love them. Now, if I wanted my own kid, like that is biologically mine, and I gave birth to them and did all that shit, I could have done that a million fucking times.
Yeah, you have enough game in your life that would have done with sperm if you really want.
Well, hell, I have enough game that I could just go have a one-night stand and get pregnant and have a baby.
Yeah, true.
But I didn't want that. Like, I didn't want to raise an infant by myself, because that's probably what would happen.
Yeah.
And with there being so many kids out there that need parents that have been through hell and back, why not try to give some love when you have the room in your heart and your home?
Yeah.
And I was like, no diapers? No. So when he was 8, I was like, that's great. I'd rather have a 5-year-old, just because the earlier you get them, it's easier to get the rules and you know, and it's not as traumatic, but you get what you get.
Yeah.
And there's always going to be trauma. Even like people we know that had newborns, like straight out of the hospital. there's still trauma. Because that baby had been in with you 9 months, hearing your voice, hearing other people. You were doing whatever the fuck you were doing. So you probably maybe gave that kid withdrawals when they were born, or you were drinking, or you were smoking, or you were doing whatever the fuck you were doing, and you fucked up the kid, or the infant. And then this parent comes and says, I'm going to take care of this kid. And I'm going to help him or her through all the drama. Because it's a lot.
Yeah.
So you have to be very fucking strong.
Yeah.
And you have to know, therapy, go. Get all the help you can get.
For yourself and the kid.
Yes. I'm a little late on myself, but the kid got therapy as soon as I got him, because I knew. At 8 years old, you've been through a lot of shit at 8 years old. So let's go let you talk to somebody.
Yeah.
Because I know you're coming into my family. You don't know Adam from Eve. You don't know none of these motherfucking people. So I gave him a big brother from Big Brothers Big Sisters so he could have his person. That's not my person. Because all my peoples, he had to meet and either like or dislike. But he had his person. And so I tried to make it so that way that's your person. If you like my people, great. If you don't, well, I'm sorry, you're going to put up with them because they're my people.
Yep.
But you have that person, the big brother to vent to. Or whatever you want to do. But he ended up loving all of his cousins and his aunties and his uncle and his oma and his pops, and it melded well in the beginning. And with me adopting an African American child where me and my mom are the minority, that also helped because he's not going to lose any black heritage or black.
Yeah, he's not going to feel othered.
Right.
Yeah.
Because my mom and me are the minority. Everybody else is the majority.
Yeah.
He's going to know about Juneteenth. He's going to know about anything because I'm very cultured in black history just because of how many black people I have in my life. So I'm going to teach him all that shit that they don't teach in school. Because I didn't learn this shit until I was in my 30s and 40s. So I'm going to teach him the way that he needs to be taught.
Yeah.
So, but it takes a strong person to adopt. And the people that say that they want to have biological children, that's their decision.
I will say, when I read this, I feel kind of like I understand the frustration.
Yep.
But I feel like we are focusing on the wrong end of the spectrum. It's we are this person is angry about the foster care adoptive process.
Yep.
Because it is fucked up. There's so many problems with it.
And it's hard.
Yeah. But I feel like that is the wrong end of the process to be like, if women had better control of their reproductive systems, if they could get birth control easily,
or hysterectomies if they want that shit,
or abortions when they needed it, because they're getting molested by their stepfathers.
Exactly. To have to give birth to kids they don't want to give birth to because of traumatic situations.
Or if families were like, hey, I can't afford to feed my child, and the foster care system says, okay, we're going to take this kid away from you and give him to another family and give that family money. Yeah.
Why can't you give the family that wants them but can't afford them money?
Yeah. Or like, let's say mom and dad have a drug problem. Like, hey, why don't we support them, help them get over their issues? Or, hey, mom's got some sort of mental health issue. Dad's got some sort of I understand the frustration, but I was like, I think if we
started at the top.
Yeah. If we aimed our ire at the other end of the process.
At the parents.
Well, it's like government support for the parents, I think a lot of these issues that we're so frustrated about would go away.
Yeah.
So,
like if they helped,
yeah.
that would definitely, because our healthcare system sucks.
Yeah. Our
so many
mental
homeless
health
people,
care system is awful.
And that's where I was going. There are so many people out there that if they just had the right medicine, if they could get off of the drugs they use to self-medicate because they can't afford the medicine that they need for schizophrenia, bipolar, because that's what a lot of homeless people are.
Yeah.
And they just can't afford to go get their, to go see a therapist, get meds, get help, rehab, all that stuff. A lot of shit would change.
Well, even like in my own family, like if my daughter had easy access to gynecological services and she could have got an IUD,
right?
She was like, she probably would have been able to have her daughters at a later date when she was more financially stable,
right?
So yeah, I understand the frustration, but I feel like the ire should be pointed further up the food chain.
Yes.
Than
at people that possible parents, I guess.
Yeah, and
I
think
to start at where before the kids are born.
Yeah.
Then when after the kids are born.
Yeah.
Because they're like, okay, well, no more abortions. Well, who the fuck are going to take care of all these kids?
Yeah. Because
it's already hard enough right now to adopt. Now you're going to make it even harder because you're like, oh, she can't have an abortion.
Yeah.
Why the fuck are you telling me I can't do what I want with my fucking body? Especially if I got molested by somebody that was in my family.
Yeah.
I got raped by some random person.
Yeah.
I'm about to die because of something in my body, but I can't have an abortion because you said I can't have an abortion. How the fuck can you tell me what I can do with my fucking body?
Agreed.
It is the craziest thing ever. If we told men...
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
I completely agree. But that was my point. It was like, I think the ironies we pointed further up the food chain.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the process than at the end.
Yes.
Because a lot of I frankly think a lot of like the issues with the end of the process are human nature. It's like I've known so many men that say I can't love another kid, and it plays out so often. So, all right, but we're already at hour 20, so let's take a quick break.
Okay,
and we'll be right back. And we're back.
Hello, guys.
Hello. All right, so we have been snacking on the last of the chocolate bars I got from the Houston airport when I went for that funeral.
Yep.
So this is a Theo organic salted toffee chocolate.
Yep.
What do you think?
And I didn't think I would really like it with the salted.
I like salted
because I'm like David likes salted. I'm not a big salted, but like I guess the salted and the toffee and the chocolate together, my plate's empty.
Yeah, it was.
And then with the
wine,
the dearly beloved. Sorry, it's really hard to read that damn bottle. This mix was just
perfect.
Wonderful. Like I would so do this mix again, but I don't know the next time you're going to be going to the airport. But that was really good.
Yeah, the Theo chocolate, highly recommend.
I really, really, really liked it.
And if for all our dedicated listeners, if you have any chocolates you want to send us to try, we'll happily take them.
Or wines.
Yeah.
Or any kind of snacks that, like, I don't care. You can, especially if we have European listeners, send me some German shit. I would love you forever. Or send Jason some German shit. Cause
email us at guidetopoorparenting@gmail.com and I'll send you I'll send you a P.O. box.
That's right, because I miss German food so bad. Like everybody always asks me, what do you miss from Germany? And they think, family, not food.
Yeah,
I miss the fucking food.
That's what I miss about Texas, like the Tex-Mex. Yeah. I just miss it so much.
No, that's just crazy.
All right, Miss Jennifer. I did the snack time, so it's your story time.
I did the drink, so we have story time. And so, my nephew Noah, is my favorite. For my favorite sister, which I think everybody in the family knows that these two are my favorite. He is, I want to say 8 now.
Is he only 8?
I think, or 9. I don't know.
Okay.
He's, in my mind, he's still a baby,
No.
but he's growing up. You know, when he hugs me, he gets just taller and taller. But he wanted to come over to the house with his mama and see it because he was like, I don't remember Auntie Jay's house at all.
And he lived with you for...
And he lived with me for maybe
6 months?
year, 6 months to a year. I can't really remember. It was the first time I ever got to play Santa Claus, so it was like the best thing ever. And when we went to Orlando years later, I was his vacation mama. So we have a connection.
He's
and
precious.
so he walked in the door and he was like, I remember this house.
Aww.
And I was like, do you really? And so then he like made me, like he grabbed my arm. And he was like, I slept in here sometimes. And then I slept in there sometimes. Because for some reason, the girls and Noah would always switch who was going to sleep with Ashley, my sister. So it'd be like a rotating group of kids just sleeping with my sister.
Aww.
And he was like, yes, I remember this house. And I was like, well, you haven't met Zuri yet. And he was like, yeah, I have. I was like, no, baby, you haven't, because I just got Zuri maybe 2 years ago, and you haven't been in the house that long. And so he went, so I put them all in the backyard, because Ashley's not really a big fan of, like, dogs or cats. Like, she's, like, she'll tolerate them, but she's not, like, super excited. Like, I'm talking to dogs, like, as I walk across the crosswalk. Hi, puppy cat. Or, hi, puppy, you're so pretty. Like, I don't even care about the owner. I'm just, like, hi, puppy. Good morning. And then I walk across the street, go to work, That's me. I am a huge animal lover.
Yep.
But, so he looks out the window and he was like, you have a new dog. And I was like, I told you. He was like, what happened to the big one? I was like, unfortunately, she passed. Aww. And he was like, oh, I really liked her. And I was like, but you would really like Zuri, too, because she's energetic. And we're going to have to play. And I was like, whenever you want to come over, baby, you just let me know.
Aww.
Let me get over the strep. And then, I'm wearing masks. They're wearing masks, that sort of thing. But it was the cutest thing because he was like, I don't remember the house. And as soon as he walked in, it was like, I stayed there and I stayed there with Mama and we switched. And
Aww.
like he just remembered immediately everything. And I was just like, I got to play, Santa for you. And I didn't tell him that because I'm not sure if he still believes or not. So I didn't want to like ruin that. But it was cute because, like I said, he told me I was his vacation mama.
Aww.
And I was rubbing that shit in Ashley's face every moment I got. Like, he'd sit next to me at dinner and be like, and who do you love? Do you love your vacation mama? Yes, I do. And he give me a big hug, and I'm looking at Ashley. And I'm like, I'm vacation mama. She's like, great. I just only have to take care of these 2 girls. And I'm like, yeah, these 2. Because she got twins.
These mean teenagers.
Yeah. Well, they were probably,
they were tweens.
They were tweens at the time. But Noah's always been my heart. Like, I was at the hospital in the preemie ward with him. I was, like, through everything. Like, so that's why I love them. And my mom is more partial to the twins because Ashley and the twins lived with my mom and pops when they were first born. So Mama helped Ashley with the twins. So they have a special part in her heart because she helped raise them. Like,
right.
Like taking bottles and helping Ashley because there's 2 of them. And, they never were on the same fucking cycle. It was one asleep, one awake. Like,
right.
It was just chaos. But Noah Bug was many years later and just stole my fucking heart. And every time I see him, it's just, he's the cutest thing ever. And I just want to,
Eat him up?
Eat him up, yep.
Oh, he's so precious.
But, yeah, I just thought that was the funniest thing. I don't remember your house, don't you, Jay? And then he went, well, because he used to call me Jonful.
Jonful.
And I'm like, it's Jennifer. Juffa. And like, he had a little bass to it too. And I'm like, dude, you like 4 years old saying Juffa. But then now he says Jennifer. And I'm like, no. Just call me Jay, because this is too much. I can't take it.
Poor Jay.
Yeah. All right.
So that was our. So for all our listeners, if you have any funny stories about your kids,
or if you need some bad parenting advice, or if you have any ideas for topics,
please email us at guidetopoorparenting@gmail.com.
Or call us at 256-274-1329. Please.
Please. Thanks again for listening to another episode of A Guide to Poor Parenting.
If you like our podcast, please give us a 5-star rating on whatever platform you're listening on.
And if you don't like our podcast, just like when our kids ask if we can buy them pimple patches, even though they won't wash their goddamn face regularly.
Tough shit.
Wash your face.
Wash your face, and then if you wash your face like you're supposed to and you have a pimple, then maybe I will buy you a pimple patch. Maybe.
God
but
damn
it don't help if you don't wash your fucking face.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, guys.